Well, I can tell you we've got a number of things going on here in Sydney at the moment. None of them are good. Let's start with the view behind me. Normally when I'm standing here, you can see the city skyline very clear. Just over my shoulder, you're also able to normally see the Sydney Harbour Bridge and the iconic Opera House. That is not the case today. All of the smoke enveloping much of Sydney from about 100 bushfires that are burning across the state. About half of those remain uncontained. The second thing is the heat today. It is oppressive. Here it's about 40 degrees where I'm standing right now, extremely warm. Parts of the city getting up to 43. Parts of the country reaching 47 degrees Celsius today. That is the other very big concern. As you mentioned, the state of New South Wales, the Premier earlier today declaring a state of emergency over a 7-day period. Essentially what that does is it gives the Rural Fire Service of New South Wales extraordinary powers, everything from being able to evacuate people without going through government agencies, to shutting off essential services if need be, to basically getting more resources and more power to do the job that they have today. Right now, the fire danger here in Sydney is extreme, and that is a very big concern. The biggest concern for firefighters in the Sydney region, we've got a fire to the north, a fire to the west, a fire to the south. Later on today, winds are expected to kick up to gusting up to 100 kilometers an hour at times, and they're concerned that those three fires will join and essentially envelop Sydney in a perimeter of bushfires. But that is a concern across the state. About 2,000 firefighters teams are out mobilized. That includes crews from Canada and the United States, as well as the military here, the defense forces here. And they also have response teams that are ready to respond